Welcome back to Giro3 YouTube channel. In this video I am building up a new controller for some DAIWA rotators. This is one of the controllers I'll be building. Since the the casings are pretty crap, I've decided well, one of them was alright and this one I'm better change up because the casings are just too bad. So basically I'm going to be using a aftermarket casing. This is a Hammond, as you can see, if you can get the glare, a Hammond, made in Canada. This is a like a cream white colour. So I've got, that's the casing. I'm not using the front or back panel, but I have had made a stainless steel sub chassis to go into it. So basically grab the back one. All I've got to do is I've just got to take out a lip there. That's about the only thing I've got to do actually. And I just drop this in, stop the flaring out. So that just fits in. It's all rolled. It has the it was made up for an 8-pin cinch plug, but I can put the 6-pin cinch plug because this is only going to be a 6-pin. Has an earth bolt and an IEC socket, and it's all stainless steel. So basically it's drilled up, pull it back out again, it's drilled up for a couple of different applications, but basically I cut down the DC, here we are, the DC-7011 front panel. I cut the piece off the end, here, that gets rid of the power switch. I move the power switch to a push button, just goes in the hole here, and basically this then mounts to the front of here, and so basically then it just drops straight in. So I'm going to do a couple of short videos. Oh, stop flaring it out, bloody hell, it's bright. So I'm going to do a couple of videos on the assembly of this. I'm just getting ready to do this now. I've just finished up all the bits and pieces. I've cleaned everything up. I've made up a oh, flare out again. This is the normal reflector. Normally has some incandescent tubes and little PCBs in here. They're all blown 99% of the time, so I'm replacing them with 2 lots of LEDs on the side. I've pre-wired it up. And put wiring on it and a plug, and I have modded and upgraded the PCB. First thing I've done is I have put a 10 turn or 20 turn potentiometer in here for the meter adjustment, which makes it so much better. I've put an IEC socket under the IC. I had to replace the IEC, and I've also made provision for driving these LEDs, which are 12 volt. I put a 12 volt regulator in, and that comes out, how have I got 12 volt regulator, capacitor, and I've got the where are they, they're hiding, there they are on the back. On the bottom here I have 2 diodes running in. So basically that's what's running it in. Then it comes out to the little socket, and I've also put in a flying lead to go to this switch has a LED in it. So, but it doesn't turn on, so you've got to use the power to turn it on. So basically this remote will be running into that. So that's a few of these little things. And what else have I done here? I've refurbished the potentiometer and stripped all the gearing down and checked everything out. Normally these ones crack in the first gear, but this one hasn't cracked yet. So it's a much later version, this one. So I've actually, oh, that's that, not good. So I've cut this down, and this one was in pretty good condition, except right here on the side, the bit I cut off had a massive big scratch running right up the top, and so the rest of it was in pretty good condition. It's got an itty bitty little scratch just there, but there was this massive scratch that just went right down round through here, like it was gouged in quite deep. So for resale value and doing a refurbishment, it was just not going to happen. So I decided to use that in this one here. We'll flare it out again. So this has all the yeah, the panels are in good condition. I'll do a bit more cleaning up on these. So there's the panels. For once, the actual backing panel is not bent too badly. Normally they get those bulbs, they got so much heat in there, they bend 11 dullets out of this little display. You probably can't see it, but if you get close enough, there's even the letters of all the call signs. I've had light behind it, you see it. So when we get this all powered up, you'll see there's the call signs. You get close enough, might be able to focus, maybe not. Nope, not going to focus. So yeah, it has a silver needle. So basically, I am going to shut off there, and we'll be back in part 2 of the assembly. Catch ya. Okay, we're back. Righty-o. This is the front panel. I've now got the front panel on. I've got the display in. I've got the switch in. I've got the LED backing panel in, the reflector in, and yeah, so we're moving forward. So that's now done. We have got the transformer in and wired to the IEC socket. I did a bit more trimming up in here to try and keep this away from the transformer. It's a bit of a tight fit, but it should be right. There we go. Righty-o. So we shall move forward. I'm going to mount the PCB and the display assembly, and then I'll be back again. Catch up. We're back. Okay, PCB and display assembly is now installed, and some of the wiring has been done. So basically I've got to tidy everything up. I've got to put the front panel in and get this all aligned next. So as you can see here, we have that's all sitting in. I'll put the belt on, and it's all screwed in. Stop the flaring out. It's all mounted up. So we're getting there, slow and steady. And I'll just tidy all this wiring up in here. Righty-o. Moving forward. Part 3, 4, 5, or 10, whatever we're up to. Right. We're back. Righto. This has moved forward, further forward than I thought I was going to do. I didn't film everything, but got sidetracked. So we're wired up. Some bit of solder on the belt. How dare there be solder on the belt? So okay, we're all wired up. A bit more tidying up of the wiring needed to be done. I want to do a test before that happens. So there we go. An upgraded DC-7011 controller for a DAIWA. And it's got the cover to go on the front here yet, but I need to do the adjustment of the needle, so I haven't put that on yet. I might as well show that to you. There's the cover that goes onto here, held on by 4 screws, just removed to adjust, and yeah, there we go. Righty-o, that'll do for now. I'll go and do some testing, and I'll be back. Righty-o, we're back and done. There we go, in the case. It is very white, I know, but I'm only making do of what I've got. I will do a black case version maybe later on, but it just is what it is. So this is what I've got, that's what I use. Okay, we just remove the top case, do a quick turn around if it will focus. I've actually screwed the sub chassis to the actual, there's a screw down in here. There's one down the back here, and the other one is up in the front there. So it's screwed down. I can only get 3 of the 4, but it's basically sitting in the thing anyway. So there. So basically, I'll pop the top back on briefly, and we'll plug them in, and I'll show you it actually working and the display and everything. I'll just make sure I get that in the right place. Get in there. There we go. Rightio. Plug him in. Put my little test lead in. Test lead with the potentiometer to the end of it. just to simulate a rotator. Just want to show you it actually going around. So we'll turn him on. You see it come up. So what we'll do is we'll come into here. You'll see you can actually, if you can read it, if it focuses, you can see some of the labels in there. So it's the actual LED is a nice light. It's got a LED in there. So I'll cover this over a bit more. You'll probably see it a bit better. All this extra light I've got around here. So there we go. LED is nice and stable. So we'll just take them for a bit of a drive. I might actually hold him up to you. See it going around. I can even hear it going around. This will have to be aligned 100% with the rotator when I get it done. All intents and purposes, it's ready and raring to go. I'll take him around to the other side as well. There we go, taking back to north. It should be back there somewhere. I've got the internal potentiometer will probably need to be adjusted when I hook up to the rotator, but that's what it's there for. So it's a little bit out in the north department. Oh, that's, yeah, I probably missed it a little bit, but whatever. So there we go. I'll get him back to north. Wrong way. There we go. So there we are. It's up and running. I've already checked the power coming out, and so now I can actually move forward and actually get the rotator done. Actually, probably will get the second controller made up before I go into the rotator. So just while I'm on a roll, I'll get the standard controller one, which has a reasonable casing. So it's all good skis. There we are. Turn him off, and we're out of here. Catch you in the next project. Bye.